left. I told my husband, I was like, you can gamble.
Yeah, I'm using it to buy a new washing machine.
Any particular IFB or still could be on 10 when I'm on?
We don't have IFB for. So in this case, they're clearing out. We should be able to like show the anchors and stuff and counts. I might walk this way.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why I took it off.
Cool.
the stick.
You get me in the camera, we had a pass.
All right. We are live at Brookview Elementary School. Welcome to ANF Plus. I'm Maria Moreau here out at East Point where we are delivering books to kids. And this is an initiative that we've been doing since 2016. We've delivered books to 31 Metro Atlanta schools, and that's about 102,000 books that are in the hands of young learners, getting them ready to go on their reading journey. I want to talk about the importance of that as we get ready to welcome this next kindergarten class to read with some of our anchors and meteorologists and team at Atlanta News First. This is all to get young learners excited about reading and the exploration of characters that you can get out of connecting with a book. It is very important to encourage young minds to connect with books, especially by the third grade. Experts say that if students aren't reading proficiently by then, they may never catch up. So it's really important, whether your young one can read on their own yet or not, that you cultivate that time together, and that is what we're doing today here. So let's take you inside the library of Brookview Elementary School. We have our Atlanta News First anchors and meteorologists, and over there, Pounce the Panther from Georgia State University, getting ready to welcome this next class of kindergartners. And we are giving out stickers and books just like these in bags. These students will be able to take these home to their families. They'll be able to share this with their friends, their siblings, their loved ones. And so it's not just one student, it's many. And I want to show you some of the books that are inside. We have them specific for every single reading level. So this one for the little ones, the Countdown to Trollmas, including a Lift the Flap countdown calendar. So a really interactive book there. Let's see what else we have in here. We got Flat Stanley and the Firehouse. Again, this is a really easy, welcoming book, especially for the kindergartners to read with their families, with their teachers, and get excited and expand their imaginations. All right, I'm going to keep going here, show you what we got. A Tree Grows Up from National Geographic Kids. I really personally love the National Geographic books. They're filled with pictures and really shows you a bit of the world without having to step outside. All right, and we got the favorite. We see this one every time we hand out books. It's a popular one, Betty Lou Tours America, all about Betty Lou and her interactions with different parts of the country. So again, you can explore, you can travel just by reading a book and using your imagination. We got one more book in here. Ah! Santa in the City, perfect for Christmas, perfect for the holidays, and getting your little one excited. And again, these are all books that are free, that are going to go home with these kindergartners. We are also expecting to welcome first and second grade class learners as well, and they'll be able to greet some of the anchors and meteorologists here at Atlanta News First, as well as light up, hopefully, when they see Pounce the Panther. I always get excited when I see him. So we are here at Brookview Elementary, getting ready to welcome the kindergarten class, giving them stickers, books, highlighters, pens, everything that they need to get excited about reading. And I do believe our Atlanta News First team is also going to be reading one of these books to these students. So you'll get to tune in live here with us. We're going to show you that as we continue to welcome the classes here at Brookview Elementary School. Again, an important time if you have a little one in your life to maybe set some time to read with them and making sure that you are connecting through the reading journey, through books, and getting them to where they need to be on their reading level. So we're going to leave you with this library picture as we wait for this next class to make their way in. And once they're seated, we'll be able to take you live to a reading with Brookview Elementary School kindergartners. And let's talk to Pounce the Panther. I know you can't speak, but how are you feeling about being here today? No, he's taking over. Exactly. No, I couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you. Fantastic. And I know you come here with us every time we do this. We've been doing this since 2016, and a lot of students getting started on their reading journey. What's your favorite book? Not ringing a bell? I'm trying to get him to say something. You're very good. I'll get you eventually. I just want to show you around the room some of our anchor team. We have Atlanta News First anchor Tracy Hutchins, meteorologist Isaac Williams, Wale Ali, and other members of our team here that are a little off camera. Carly Barnett in the house here. We are getting ready to greet these kindergartners. And Carly, I'm actually going to pull you in here while we're waiting for this class. I was telling the people here on ANF Plus that we have been doing this since 2016. So we're talking about 102,000 books across 31 Metro Atlanta schools, and a lot of lives changed with getting students connected with books that are on par with their reading level, so that by the time they're in third grade, they're set up for success. So I gotta ask your personal journey. When you were little, think before third grade, what were some of the books that really connected you with reading?
Oh gosh, I've always loved reading, and that's why I knew that I was going to be something that involved reading and writing, because as you said, Maria, reading really, that's the fundamentals. So I loved all of the Arthur books when I was younger. I loved Amelia Bedelia. I don't know if you remember those books. Oh my gosh, there were so many. Bernstein Bears, Little Critters, all of those books when I was younger. I remember just having shelves full of those. And then as I started getting a little bit older, I loved all the Nancy Drew books. And so maybe that kind of explains why I am a reporter nowadays.
Yeah, no, I mean, it really does change your life, is just connecting with that one book that makes you dream and explore characters and worlds. I'm glad you bring up Nancy Drew. That was a personal favorite of mine. I would finish the series and then start all over again. And that continues with you. I mean, even now in your career, in your job. So with these young students, you've been with us a couple times for these Books to Kids. How is it every year, every time we do this?
Oh my gosh, it is always so much fun because we thrive thrive off of their energy. And seeing young kids just so excited about reading, about learning, makes us excited and really is such an important reminder of why it is we do what we do. It's to get out into the community, it's to form these relationships, and to help. You, like you said, you just never know what's going to be that spark, what's going to turn that light on, whether it's a subject that they're reading about that really starts to get their mind working, or if it's the act of reading itself, or maybe learning about history or space or whatever sparks their interest. It's really cool to see just those glimmers starting. So I can only imagine how our teachers and our educators feel, because we see just a little portion of that and they get to see that every day.
I've said it better myself. Carly, thank you. I believe that class is about to walk in. We have our anchors, we have Pounce lining up on the red carpet here, getting ready to welcome these kindergartners in. And exactly as I was saying, they are going to come up, grab their bags with 5 very exciting books. They've got highlighters, they've got markers in there, high fives and stickers from the A&F team, and just a lot of excitement in this library, bubbly energy as they make their way to the floor where we're going to read one of these special books. And for my YouTube audience right now, because you guys can interact and comment, and we are looking at those comments, let me know what book you think they will read for the kindergarten class. Take guesses, because I showed you earlier in the stream all the books that are in those bags for kindergartners specifically. Which book is going to be read? I'm not going to give it away, so we're going to have to find out together. And I do believe they're walking in now. So welcome Brookview Elementary kindergartners into the library where their reading journey will begin.
the book. So before we start, we just want to go down the row. Everybody can say hello real fast, and then I'm going to read a book called If You Give a Pig a Party, which is not a great idea, I'll tell you that right now, before I even read it. Wait, what? Things can get very messy when you give a big party. It's a little spoiler alert. We're going to read the book in a minute. But first, my name is Rick, and Tracy, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Tracy Hutchins, and I anchor in the evenings at night.
My name is Isaac. I'm a meteorologist, and I work mainly during the morning.
Good morning. My name is Wale Ali. I'm also one of the evening anchors here.
My name is Joe, and I never sleep. I love to work.
Oh, he will never sleep.
I'm kidding.
Good morning. My name is Blair. I'm one of these fine folks, and we work at night. Usually working with you guys.
Good morning, guys. My name is Carly. I'm also a news anchor at the station, so we read all the stories that you watch on the news at night.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jennifer Valdez, and like Isaac, I'm a meteorologist. I do the weather on TV.
I know, right? Very impressive. They're scientists, the meteorologists. All right, thank you all. Appreciate it. So, you guys are first grade? Yeah! So you are learning how to read. You are emerging readers. Where are you now? Who likes to read? Ooh, a lot of you like to read. Well, this is great news because inside your bags, everyone has a bag? Yeah! You see your bag? You show me your bag. Everybody got a bag? Nice. Okay, good. Maybe you've looked inside the bag. Inside the bag are books for you. These are books that all of you get to keep. You can take them home with you. There's a highlighter pen in there as well.
A highlighter?
Yes, a highlighter in there as well. All right. So you guys can go through that. You're going to be able to take them home. I need you to promise me, though, that you're going to read the books over Thanksgiving. Will everybody read their books over Thanksgiving? Maybe sit down with a big brother or a big sister or a mom or a grandma or anything like that and read, okay? Now, I love to read. Hold on. You can hear my voice clap one. You guys do a fancy clap one. I didn't know about that. All right. First of all, I want to take a real quick selfie. Will you all show me your book bags, okay, real fast, so I can put this up here? Everybody? All right. And we got Bounce in there too. Nice. Thank you. Okay. So, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to read this book to you. And if you have any questions, just raise your hand and we'll answer them. But this is a book called If You Give a Pig a Party. Has anyone ever given a pig a party? No! Okay. If you give a pig a party, you do, yeah, yes. She's going to ask you for some balloons. And when you give her the balloons, she's going to want to decorate the house. And when she's finished, she's going to put on her favorite dress. And then she'll call all of her friends and invite them to the party. Her friends won't be home, so you'll have to go out with her to look for them. On the way, she'll see a street fair. A street fair. You ever been to a street fair? It's nice. You can walk around and they have booths and you can get good food and you can play games, stuff like that, listen to music. Here, look, this is like a street fair. Sometimes there are rides. Okay, y'all getting that? And guess what? All of her friends will be at the street fair. Then you're going to have to take her on all of the rides. And she'll want to play all of the games too. And when she's done, she's going to ask you for some ice cream. You guys like ice cream? Me too. You don't like ice cream? I'll have yours. Okay. When she's finished eating the ice cream, she'll need to change her clothes, and you'll have to take her home. And she'll ask all of her friends to come along. And when you finally get home, you're going to have to make some dinner. And then she'll want to have a sleepover, and you'll have to find pajamas. And blankets. And pillows for everybody. And then when she sees the pillows, what's she going to do? She's probably going to start a pillow fight. A big one. Look at the pillow fight. Yep. And then, after the pillow fight, she'll make a fortress out of blankets. Me too. And of course, when she's finished, she'll want to decorate it. So she'll ask you for some balloons. How did you know? And if you give her some balloons, she's going to ask you for a party. The end. So listeners, who liked the book? What was your favorite part of the book? The what? The balloons? What else? What's your favorite part of the book? So you like the pig? I do too. What about you? Playing the games. Well, see, that's the great thing about reading books, is that you can read the book and you can find your own favorite parts. And that's one of my favorite things about reading. And I hope that you will take the books that you have with you right now, take them home with you, and read them, okay? Everybody promise me that you'll read the books? Okay, you can. Well, you're going to learn, you're learning to read right now. So this is a good way to get started. Well, we want to thank you all for having us here to your school today. Thank you for being such great hosts and hostesses. And we wish you a happy Thanksgiving and enjoy your books.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. All right, we've got, anybody like stickers? Not a silly question. Everybody likes stickers, pal. All right, well, we've got some stickers for you on your way out. Everybody can have a sticker, okay?
Stevens' class of kindergartners here at Brookview Elementary School. you're good. And I think we have some interviews here. Show me your books. How are you feeling about reading?
Good.
Here.
I want to speak to that.
Tell me how you feel about being here today.
I feel good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What kind of books did you get?
Christmas tree book.
Yeah? Is that the one you're excited to read the most?
Yes.
Are you going to take it home to Mom and Dad?
Yes.
I think your class is leaving. You might want to catch up to them.
Okay, bye.
And you can see the excitement on their faces and the energy in the room. And it does make such a difference to get excited yourself about the reading process and share that with your young learner. Again, this class of kindergartners is going to be taking these books home. And who knows, that could get them started on their reading journey. It could also get the people at home started. Maybe a younger sibling, a chance to connect with parents and have a book that they could read together, especially, we talked to one of the students, one of the books being a Christmas book. So just in time for the holidays, we're all snuggled up at home and enjoying the end of the year with a good book. So for those of you on our YouTube Live, let me know what your favorite childhood book was. And as we greet this class out and welcome the next round of first graders here at Brookview Elementary School, I do want to bring your attention back here as we are going to talk to our Land News First anchor, Joe Gorto. You are our honorary news dad. You have two twin girls.
I do.
Who are 19 months old, so maybe they're not reading on their own, but reading is popular in your household.
Once they were born, I made it a mission. They started their life in the NICU. And so one of the things that brought me comfort early on was reading to them while they were in their little incubators in the NICU. And then ever since that moment, we make it a mission every single night. Now, I'm not home every night. Either my wife or myself, we always read to our girls because I want them to have those wonderful relationships with books. They play with books, like they can't read them yet, don't get me wrong, but they flip through the pages, they love playing with books. So I just want them to have that close connection, something I didn't have when I was a kid. I did not like reading when I was a child. Obviously, I read and consume news for a living, but I want my kids to have a better relationship with books because it's the gateway to your imagination and obviously to learning in life.
Anything that surprised you through reading with them and seeing how they're interacting with these characters and worlds?
I think it's your enthusiasm, right? I think they feed off your energy when you read the book. So for me, when I'm reading to them, it's all about how I just, pour myself into the moment, whatever I'm reading, or if I'm singing to them as well. Like we have bedtime lullaby books. So if I'm like singing Twinkle, Twinkle or Rockabye Baby, just the more you're into it and you're energetic within the book, the more they feed off of it and they want to listen and engage with you. So I find when you show that enthusiasm and that joy in connecting with what you're reading, they feed off that as well.
What's the popular book that you all are reading right now?
Well, there's so many, but right now, I think the bedtime success, it's not necessarily a book, it's the song Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Naomi, my little girl, she loves that. She lights up, she gets up out of her crib, all of a sudden she starts like, let's go, it's Twinkle, Twinkle time. So I didn't know there were 3 verses to Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, so I learned that through reading, by the way. I thought there was only 1 verse, but that seems to be the go-to at night at least.
Joe, this is also your first Books to Kids with us. We've been doing this since 2016, and we have gone to 31 Metro Atlanta schools so far, and hopefully many more. So a lot of books in the hands of young learners. Tell me what it's like being here for the first time with us today.
Well, just this past moment, I don't know if you saw it, one of the first graders, she invited me on the floor to sit next to her as Rick was reading the book. And just seeing that youthful energy and the excitement from the bags that we gave them with the books, the markers, and what they'll be able to have in their hands, and just that joy in that brief moment and just connecting with you. You almost forget when, a young person, they give you that perspective. There's just that joy that they instantly have, that happiness and wanting to meet new people. And you want to foster that. You want to build that up, that when you connect with other people, you can really expand your horizons, and just seeing that moment there, just seeing how they trust you and lean on you and want to engage with you and just feed into that energy, and it was a great experience.
We had a moment with one of the students who was talking about receiving a Christmas book in their bag, and so it's just timely for the holidays and an opportunity for parents and siblings and really anyone at home to have an activity to do together. So I do believe we are waiting for the next class of first graders, a whole different set of books. I did want to grab one of the books so we can show you what the first grade level is reading. So I'm going to let you go, and we're going to make our way over here. Hi, everybody, with the wonderful staff at Brookview Elementary Elementary School, and I'm going to grab one of these book bags for kids. Sorry about that. And we're going to look through the books while we wait to greet these first graders. All right, let's see what we got. We have, I love a good ghost story. So, Fact Tracker Ghosts by the Magic Treehouse, a fantastic series. Lovely for Halloween. We're a little past that now, but for all the spooky readers and enjoyers, we have The Field Day from Black Lagoon and Black Lagoon Adventures, a Scholastic favorite. And I believe we have, what's next? Judy Moody Was in a Mood. Do y'all remember Judy Moody? I feel like all of us have a Judy Moody reading story. It's right up there with Rainbow Fish, where we all just read the same book and had the same similar experiences. But Judy Moody in the Mood is going to go home with each of these students from Brookview Elementary's first grade class. And then we got, this one's fun. Who would win, a lion or a tiger? We're actually going to ask some of the folks here what they think, the lion or the tiger, and then the kids will have to read this and find out for themselves. I do believe I had some bookmarks fall out there, but let's go through one more book. I got one more book here. Andy Shane is Not in Love. Very, very important. It was underlined, not. All about Andy Shane. Again, another Scholastic book. And I do believe our anchors, our meteorologists, our team here at Land News First are lined up and getting ready to greet this first grade class. You can't quite see them on camera, but they're just outside in the hallway waiting to walk in. They're going to sit down on the library floor, similar to how the kindergartners did, and they are going to get to interact with some of our ANF team, ask questions, and read a book together. We're content creators, guys. We're having fun. We also have, again, Georgia State University for just joining us. Pounce the Panther in the building with us, talking with our Blair Miller right now. Everyone's just excited and buzzing with energy, and this class right outside the hallway, you can see I can see some of their faces, looking with curiosity, with excitement, getting ready to walk into the library and really get a chance to connect with books and spread that reading joy that has filled this Brookview Elementary library here with us today. And it's really important we talk about first graders, some who are probably interacting with a book, some who might not be yet. It is important to encourage reading at this level, because by the time that students get to the third grade, if they're not reading proficiently, it is going to be a lifelong struggle to catch up. Now, it's not impossible, but experts do say it makes it that much harder. So, very important to start early. As we were talking to our Land News First anchor, Joe Gorcho, who has beautiful twin girls, 19 months old, and he said they read every night. You know, they might not be reading on their own, but they read as a family every night, and that joy for reading and the interactions that he sees with books and his young daughters, that is going to follow them for the rest of their life. So I think they're ready. The first grade class of Brookview Elementary filing in the hallway, getting ready to walk in. We're going to keep it right here as we welcome this next class.
First alert, right here.
I said first grade class earlier. This is the second grade class at Brookview Elementary School, opening up their books and sitting down. I'm actually going to sit down next to some of these students here. Hi, what's your name? Say that again?
Serenity.
Serenity. Oh, wow, that's a beautiful name. I was wondering if you could share the books you have with us here today. What's in your bag?
I have a dinosaur book.
You want to show the camera your book?
Oh, what is that?
All right, let's see what else you have. Society of Substitutes.
And then I have who is Kim.
Do you know who Chloe Kim is? She's a snowboarder.
And then I also have Eli's plus being and the roads that have to go.
Your reading is very good already.
And then I have Jelly Bee Juice and the Stinky Smelly Bus. And then I also have
A highlighter? So it has multiple colors in it so that you can highlight your books. Serenity, thank you so much for sharing your books with us. We're going to let you join the reading now. We just talked to one of the second graders, Serenity, sharing some of the books she has in her bag. And I believe right now our first alert meteorologist, chief meteorologist, Jennifer Valdez, and Pounce the Panther, getting these second graders ready for a read-along. But first, some stretching, I believe, is about to take place. I think they're negotiating right now.
So we're going to read a book today. My name is Jennifer Valdez, and I'm the chief meteorologist at Atlanta News First. Raise your hand if you know what a meteorologist is. Wow. What's a meteorologist? I do give stuff out to people, but I do something else too. You know what a meteorologist is? I do read to people, but what else? Carter, so Carter got it right. I do the weather. Have you ever watched on TV where someone's giving the weather? That's what I do. I get to do Atlanta News First. So in the afternoons, you can tune in and watch me giving you the weather. Today I said it's going to be cloudy and warm. We have a warm week ahead. But if there's snow, I get to tell you about snow in the forecast. If it's going to be freezing, I tell you if it's going to be freezing. So you know if you need to wear a jacket or take an umbrella, or what you need to wear when you get to school. So I'm going to read a weather book. And in your bag, you have multiple books. Those are for you to take home and read. Because if you like the weather or the news or reporting, it's really important that you read as much as you can so that you can learn about all the things that you're interested in. I love the weather, but maybe you like cars or animals or you like 67? About whatever interests you. That's why reading is so important, because you can read about whatever you want to read about. So, press like that. Class. Yes. Please listen. Close your books and listen. So because I love the weather, I'm going to read you a book that's about a lady who swallowed some snow. Has anyone ever read this book? We're going to read this, but it's important that you're quiet so you can hear me, because I can't scream any louder, okay? But this is, there was a cold lady who swallowed some snow. Okay, ready?
Put your paws up, and you need to listen. Please be quiet. Listen.
There was a cold lady who swallowed some snow. I don't know why she swallowed some snow. Perhaps you know. Here she is eating it. There was a cold lady who swallowed a pipe. She wasn't the type to gulp down a pipe. Gross. She swallowed the pipe to warm her 10 toes. She tickled and tingled from layers of snow. I don't know why she swallowed some snow. Perhaps you know. There was a coal lady who swallowed some coal. What was her goal when she gobbled the coal? She swallowed the coal to keep her pipes glow. She swallowed the pipe to warm her 10 toes that tickled and tingled from layers of snow. I don't know why she swallowed some snow. Perhaps you know. There was a coal lady who swallowed a hat. Imagine that, a big black brimmed hat, like a top hat. She swallowed the hat before she froze. She swallowed the coal to keep her pipes glow. She swallowed the pipe to warm her 10 toes that tinkled and tingled from layers of snow. I don't know why she swallowed some snow. Perhaps you know. There was a coal lady who swallowed a stick, a long brown branch. What a frick. You heard. A broom. She swallowed the stick to push down the snow. She swallowed the hat before she froze. She swallowed the coal to keep her pipes glow. She swallowed the pipe to warm her 10 toes that tickled and tingled from layers of snow. I don't know why she swallowed some snow. Perhaps you know. There was a coal lady who swallowed a scarf, a long striped scarf. She tried not to barf. I don't know. We're going to find out. But she's eating a lot of stuff. She swallowed a scarf because it was so cold. She swallowed the stick to push down the snow. She swallowed the hat before she froze. She swallowed the coat to keep her pipes glow. She swallowed the pipe to warm her 10 toes that tickled and tingled from layers of snow. I don't know why she swallowed some snow. Perhaps you know. Anyone know that? Now this coal lady had quite enough. So she thought and she thought and she came up with a plan. She hiccuped twice and out popped. Coming out, what do you think? A snowman. So that's why she swallowed all that stuff and ate a snowman. Did you swallow all that stuff? Who wants it to snow this year? You guys like it when it snows? Who's seen snow? Did you see the snow when it
listen up. She's going to go, this is Atlanta News First, books to kids, and then y'all are just going to go wild, okay? Cheer, okay? All right? So I'm going to be back here, and she's going to say 3, 2, 1, and then she's going to say, this is Atlanta News First, books to kids, and then y'all go. Okay? So y'all got to stay looking at her.
So look at me. Don't look behind you. Look at me. And wait a second. And then I want everyone to be as loud as they can, okay? Wait until I say 3, 2, 1. This is Atlanta News First, books to kids!
That was practice, guys. Now you all can do it even better. She goes first, and then you get a chance to go loud. Okay? Then we'll get silent after that.
3, 2, 1. This is Atlanta News First, books to kids!
Brookview Elementary School, waving goodbye, going home with their 5 books specifically tailored to their current reading level, and hopefully this is going to kick off and spark what will be a lifelong reading journey. So we are going to watch these second graders make their way back to class for the rest of their day, and the next class to come in are going to be kindergartners. So we'll be reading and answering questions from kindergartners here at Brookview Elementary School. In the meantime, our Atlanta News First crew here, our anchors and meteorologists, very excited to be part of the reading journey for all of these young learners. This is something, again, we have done for nearly 10 years, since 2016. We have given out over 102,000 books across 31 Metro Atlanta schools, and you know who's been a part of them in the past few times that we've had the honor and privilege to do this? Our very own Atlanta News First anchor, Blair Miller. Blair, so you're back here today. What an exciting time. I mean, you're also a dad, so you got to see yourself, a young person's journey through reading and being able to be a part of that. And so for these students, this is going to be the beginning of hopefully a lifelong joy of reading and connecting with books. Talk to me about reading at your home.
Well, and you always hear about the research at reading at such a young age and how important it is to get kids reading, you know, at such an early age, and it helps, you know, for their longevity of what they're learning in school and setting them up for success. You know, as you said, I have 3 boys at home, ages 13, 12, and 8. The 12 and 13-year-olds, they're reading on their own, they're doing their own thing, but the 8-year-old is still, he's in elementary school and still is part of that let's read with you. And he has a joy for reading. Just last night I was watching him read on his own and just thinking how thankful I am for that. And then you go into some of these communities where they don't have the books like they should, and seeing, you know, them get these kids walk in here and you ask them, do you like to read? Every single one of them says, I love to read. and knowing that they're going to get a bag of books that they can take home, they can read with their family, with their brothers or sisters, their friends, their neighbors. It's awesome. You know, one of our staff members was saying we're giving out 2,500 books today alone. And that's what it's about. I mean, it's just being able to, you know, we have so many great partners that are, I mean, we're just coming in here and delivering them. But to have all the partners who make it happen, that we can do this, it has a long-term impact on these kids, and they will remember this every day, and it may impact their kids down the road. And that's what I think is really awesome about all of it.
When did reading start in your home?
As soon as it could. My husband and I would read to our boys when they were babies. And I remember thinking, why are we reading to a baby? But it was kind of getting into that mindset of them picking out words, picking out pictures, and the research shows that, you know, that plays into how they learn and how they develop and the success they have. And I think they said, the research says if by grade 3 you're not into it, it's almost lost. And you know, growing up, I didn't read very much. I read much more now than I ever did, which is kind of flip-flop for most people, you know. And I remember when I was in school, I was like, oh, reading seemed like such a labor. Now I can't read enough. You know, I think it plays into what we do for a living. I love reading, and seeing now kids get excited about it and emphasis that's on it, it's pretty awesome.
What was it that clicked for you with reading?
I think it's, you know, I love biographies and I love reading about people's, you know, stories, and I think because what we do, and I feel like I can't get enough of people's stories. You know, the nonfiction for me isn't as exciting because, you know, there's so many different wild things out there. But when I learn something from, you know, how someone grew up or what they experienced in their life or their career, I think that's pretty awesome. And so, I don't know. I think it's probably going from college into first job and realizing that's where I can kind of soak up so much, and every day we're learning something new about a topic we're talking about for our job, and I feel like I never can get enough of it. And so
now you can't stop reading.
Yeah, I'm always saying I wish I had more time for it. You know, I'm always saying I wish I could just sit down and read a little bit more.
We were showing some of the books that these kids are going to go home with. I believe there are different books in each bag, which I didn't know before. So I wanted to make that clarification. One of those books is Who Would Win, a lion or a tiger? Very serious question. So I need you to weigh in.
Who would win, a lion or a tiger? I think a lion would.
Why?
A little bigger, right? Isn't a lion bigger than a tiger?
Sometimes.
Maybe. I don't. That's the only. No reason for it beyond that. But isn't it a book about all different things who would win, lion or tiger, and that's other things?
Correct.
Right?
Yep.
Okay.
So I guess the kids that are getting that book specifically are going to know who would win, a
these
lion
kids have
or a
such.
tiger.
It's so fun with them here today when they're digging through the books. And I'm reading this one next. If you give a pig a party, and I always make the mistake of, go ahead and pull this book out. It's not in their bag, you know. And so we have different books in each bag. It's always kind of fun, you know, to see what they're
And that's exciting too because they can share books with each other.
Oh, absolutely. You know, and it's something a lot of people take for granted, you know, that they think every school has endless amounts of books. Every school has a book fair where kids can go pay for that. You know, every kid has a bunch of books at home. That's not the case. And so it's really incredible seeing them get really excited about it.
What's your secret, since you are the next reader, to getting kids excited and engaged with a story?
Well, my thing has always been when I'm at home reading with our boys, they read with me. And they're part of, you know, the book. And so when I read here next, I will always ask them, I want you to help me along and read along. Now I'm reading to kindergartners, so that might be more of a challenge than reading to a second or third
Holding their
grader.
attention span.
Right. Like, you know, they might know a couple of words in here, but that's what I read. I read at home, and the boys kind of fill in the blanks, or they read maybe a page, and then I read a page, or my husband reads a page, and that's what makes it fun, like seeing them kind of read along. And I think one of our boys had really trouble like getting reading, and then it clicked one day, and it's like, it's so cool to see that, you know, how they kind of just click one day with reading, when they really are challenged by it, and they can't do it very fast, and then the next day they're reading it on their own fast. That's really cool to see.
I think we were talking to Carly Barnett, one of our anchors, and she was saying you never know which book is going to bring you that spark that is going to set everything else in motion.
Well, our teachers have always said that, and I remember when one of ours was struggling, we said, how do we get our kids to enjoy reading on their own? They have to find something that they really like. Now, at first it was, you know, Captain Underpants and all these things. I'm like, is that really appropriate for our kids to be reading, you know? And the teacher said, if they find something they really like that gets them to start reading more, then have at it. If it's a certain magazine, you know, whatever that they really get into, you know, there's so many comics and cartoons out there that older generations sometimes think, oh, well, that's not appropriate. But if it gets them, it sparks their reading, then it kind of develops into these other things that that they can really learn from.
And it goes a long way to say, hey, reading is cool. Reading is where all the fun is at, and you're missing out if you don't pick up that book. That's all they need, is to be encouraged that this is not homework. This is something that they can do for enjoyment, for themselves, and to explore other worlds.
Well, it's not a device, too. I mean, that's the struggle. Our kids don't have phones, and we get made fun of that because our boys don't have phones. Our 13-year-old doesn't get a phone in middle school, and we're like, the reading aspect is, fills that void, sometimes, and it's not all video games. It's not all electronics, computers, and it's still so important, regardless of what's happening with technology.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Blair, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
For talking with me. We are still waiting on the kindergartners. I believe they're filing right now outside in the hallway. In the meantime, we're going to leave you with our red carpet, where these students are going to walk down and grab their books and sit down where our very own Blair Miller will read to them. And you'll get to join us right here live for all of the fun here at Brookview Elementary School, inside the library where reading magic happens.
10. They want to shoot them. Okay. All right, cool. Because the weather's about to shoot something later on. I just want to make sure.
Josh, Tris, Brittany, are y'all good?
Oh, okay. All right, are we ready? It's a little thin down here.
I know, right?
Yeah, they needed a second photography.
Okay. Okay. Isaac. 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 Here. Do you want to be the bag? Like, we're going to show what's in the bag and stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
Pull the books out.
Yes.
Okay.
And we'll show, like, or you can do it as we'll do it like as live for the weather show. Okay.
Does this like a look live?
Yes, and for those, we're streaming right now, so for everyone who's watching us stream, we're actually recording this for First Alert Weather Extra that will air at 6:30. So if you tune in tonight at 6:30, that's what we're doing right now, a little behind the scenes for our streaming audience.
Yes.
So, okay.
Thank you for that disclaimer.
Yes. 3, 2, 1. The First Alert Weather team is at Books to Kids. We are over by the airport. We've been handing out books for 8 years, Rodney. More than 100,000 books.
Yeah, and you and I have been a part of that like the entire time. We're talking about more than 20,000 students, including these lovely students behind us right now.
And we are at Brookview Elementary School.
This is my first time here, and the excitement in the room has been amazing so far.
And the kids love it because they get these bags. Let's show what's in a bag to take home. This is free for them to share with their siblings, to read every night. Inside the bag, let's see, this is the kindergarten bag. So every grade gets a bag specific to them.
Okay, so 5 books come in the bag, and it's a really cool process. Not only do they get these lovely books, but we also do a question and answer session where they can ask us whatever they want. They love asking Jen the hard questions. And we get to read to the kids here while we're at the schools.
Today we talked a lot about snow so far. We talked about 6, 7 because the kids love that.
Yes,
What else
of
do we
course.
got? Let's keep going.
Okay, so we have this lovely highlighter that we can highlight books throughout.
Do you want to help you hold?
Yes. So we have some more books here. We have dogs. Everybody loves dogs. And then we have Santa in the City. It's almost Christmas time, so that's exciting. So what else we got here? Fox the Tiger. And one more. I can't read upside down. A tree grows up. There we go. So, I mean, a lovely arrangement of assortment of books.
So it is your first Books to Kids.
It is.
And
I love it. I can't wait to do the next one.
well, we'll keep doing
We
them
got
year
Pounce
after
here,
year.
too.
We got Hi Pounce, give me 5. Do you love Books to Kids, Pounce? Yes, he does. And we love Books to Kids as well. We do this all the time.
We do, and what's really cool, Jen, is right now behind us we have kindergartners, but we represent all grades in elementary school. So the books, of course, kind of go up in level as we talk to the older students. But all of our elementary students are represented, and it's just a really cool way to be able to interact with the kids.
And it's the Atlanta News First who packs these bags, and each bag is different according to what grade you're in. So this is the kindergarten bag, but we've got the first grade bag, the second grade bag. So guys, we're gonna keep handing out books. We wanted to give you a little behind the scenes look at Brookview Elementary and Books to Kids. Thank you. Thank you, Maria.
All right, I'm going to move.
All right, guys, stay with us. We are moving the camera so we can take you for this read along with the kindergarten class here at Brookview Elementary School. And I just want to emphasize how much we keep it real on ANF Plus, because that was a behind the scenes to what you'll see tonight on ANF at 6:30 for First Alert Weather Extra. You got to see the behind the scenes on Plus. And now we're going to take you out to a read-along with Blair Miller and Pounce the Panther.
maybe watching TV? Yeah, no. Yeah. And so we're here today. In your bag, you guys, you don't need to open it right now. In your bag, you guys have some amazing books in there. Raise your hand. Who likes to read? Yes? And you guys are all kindergarten, right? How old are you guys? How old? 5? So, today, I've got 3 boys at home. I've got 3 little boys at home. My youngest is 8 years old, so he's a little older than you, but he's in elementary school, and we love to read to our boys every single night. It's so important to read. And so when I'm reading a book, you know what I like to do with my boys? I like them to read with me. So I'm going to ask a couple of you guys to maybe help me read. This is the book we're going to read today. If You Give a Pig a Party. You don't have this one in your bag, but has anyone read this one before? No. All right, so I'm going to read it to you guys. I'm going to ask some of you guys maybe here in the front, maybe in the second row to help me out, and then we'll go from there. So it's called, like everybody's attention. Shh. Eyes up here, eyes up here, eyes up here. If You Give a Pig a Party. Open it up. You look in here. Can everyone see where they are? Yes. If you give a pig a party, she's going to ask for some balloons. When you give her the balloons, she'll want to decorate, the house. Decorate the house. When she's finished, she'll put on her favorite dress. Can you guys see right here? She'll want to put on her favorite dress. Then she'll call all her friends to invite them to the party. Invite them to the party. Her friends won't be home. So you'll go to look for them. On the way, she will see a street fair. Very good. You guys see the street fair? She'll want to take her on the bumper cars. Oh boy. You see right here? You see right here? You guys see right here? All her friends will be there. See them on the bumper cars? Who likes bumper cars? Bumper cars are awesome. Then you'll have to take her on all the rides. Very good. Can you see the ride? She'll want to play all the games too. When she's done, she'll ask you for some ice cream. You're right. Do we see the ice cream? Yeah. It's the ice cream cart. When she's finished eating the ice cream, she'll need to change her clothes. You'll have to take her home. You'll have to take her home. She'll ask her friends to come along. See all of her friends right there? On the way, she will start a game of hide and seek. Very good. Hide and seek. Oh, do we see the hide and seek? Yes. See the picture? Everybody see it? Yes. See the hide and seek happening? You guys see it? Can you see the hide and seek? When you finally get home, you'll have to mix some dinner. Then she'll want to have a sleepover. You'll have to find some pajamas and blankets and pillows for everyone. When she sees the pillows, she'll probably start a... What's happening here? Oh boy. When they're grabbing some pillows, what are they going to do with those pillows? Pillow fight! Then she'll make a fortress out of blankets. You guys see a fortress of blankets? Who likes to do a fortress of blankets? Fortress of blankets. Who likes to make a fort of blankets? Yes. Of course, when she's finished, she'll want to decorate it. So she'll ask for some, what's this word right here? Right here. Balloons. Very good. If you give her some balloons, she's going to ask you for a party. That's if you give it a big party. Who likes that book? Who likes this book? You guys are awesome. Inside this bag, what you guys are going to see is some books like this one, not this one. But there's also some fun stuff in there. Someone grabbed your highlighter. What's really cool about this highlighter is it has different colors in there. So when you get home or when your teachers are okay with it, give you a color back. Now some of my friends here are going to learn this first. What? As you guys leave here today, and once your teachers tell you to line up and leave, we're all going to give you guys a sticker on the way out as well. You guys have any questions for me before we go? I can take up 2. You got a question? No? Yeah, I like you too. What's your question? Oh my gosh, you're so welcome. Thank you for saying that. She said thank you so much. Thank you so much for saying that. I love your answer. What's your question? Well, you're so sweet. Thank you very much for saying that. Well, you guys are awesome. One last thing. You guys are the kindest people I've ever met in my life. Thank you guys so much. All right, I'll leave it up to your teachers to line it up. We're going to get some stickers on the way out. And we appreciate you guys being here. And give yourselves a round of applause for reading today. That's awesome.
Alright, so we have Miss Burton's class. Stand up, Miss Burton's class. So awesome. Oh, wow, kindergarten. You got some
Very unique to their current level. They're going to get to take which book is going to touch one student's life and then many other readers' lives. So as these students file out, I actually want to bring your attention over to our meteorologist team and Atlanta News First anchor Rick Folbaum. So I'm going to rope you guys into this here with me. We have First Alert Chief Meteorologist Jennifer Valdez, our morning anchor Rick Folbaum, meteorologist Rodney Harris here with me. You guys have been a part of the Books to Kids journey through the many schools that we've gotten the privilege of visiting. Talk to me about being able to be here with these kids and the energy in the library.
Yeah. Well, first of all, these kids are so cute. Every one of them, they come in, class after class, we get to talk to the pre-K class, and then we get the second grade class, and they all come in, and it's nice for them because I guess they get out of the classroom for a little bit, so it's something different, and then they get a bag full of stuff that they get to keep. And when you tell them that they get to take it home with them, they look at you like, really? And you're like, yeah, really. It's yours as long as you promise me you're going to read the books. And they all say that they will.
Yeah.
So we're holding them to it.
Yeah, and we were looking through, Rodney and I, and Isaac, who's here as well somewhere, Isaac Williams, we were looking through the bag of books. I want all the books. The books are so good. There's a Santa book in there. There was a book about leaves. I feel like it's appropriate.
They're not for you, Jen.
I know. I was like, oh, I'm starting to get these. But every bag is grade appropriate. So I think that's what I love about it. Kindergarten gets grade appropriate books. Fourth grade, they're going to get grade appropriate books. So they can take it home and read them and share with their siblings and their families. So it's been great.
Jen is right. Like, you want to read books again, like kid books again. It's so cool to see the excitement in their eyes as the kids get the books. Jennifer actually gave me some information earlier. 200,000 students so far over 8 years. There's 5 books in there she's about to show you. And 20,000 books that we've given out overall. So it's such a cool thing to be able to not only come out and give the books, but Rick, like you said, just see the expression in the kids' face when they get them.
It is. It's great. And as I've got a bunch of kids at home, reading is such an important part of their development to help them. It helps with everything. And when we talk to the older kids that come in, we don't read to them. We do a Q&A. We're going to do that in a couple of minutes. And it's really just, you can't impress upon them enough that reading is the key. It's foundational. And no matter what your dreams are, your dream career, job, it all starts with reading. So to be able to spark an interest in that while they're young I think it's great.
So I got one of the bags. So, Lauren, what grade is this bag? What grade are these? Okay, so this is 4th grade. So we're talking about grade appropriate. So we've got, and I'm going to hand these to you, Rodney, as we. So we've got, it's all like chapter books, like of Zarf. But see, again, 4th grade appropriate reading. The kindergarten ones were more fun, I'm not going to lie. But the Runaway Robot, JoJo, Monkin, Maycoons, JoJo Maycoons, I guess, see? SOS, Society of Substitutes, the Zoo Switcheroo. So very cool books in here. So this is an example of the 4th grade bag.
And I'm glad you showed that, Jen, because it's a really good reminder of the team that helps us with these books. As you said before, they're age appropriate. So, as you're with the younger kids, you're getting more pictures. As you're with the older kids, you're getting more words, but age appropriate for each grade. And we thank our partners for that, too, for helping us make this happen.
I've been asking kind of the team here as we are waiting for the next round of students, what was the book from your childhood that really sparked your joy for reading? Put you on the spot.
I don't know if it sparked my joy of reading, but my favorite book was The Pokey Little Puppy, which is it's 15 pages. But I just love the little puppy. Did you ever read The Pokey Little Puppy? It's one of those
golden. Know that book.
It's like the golden books. I know the golden books. It's the golden book.
So for me, it would have to be Dr. Seuss books. I can't think of a specific title. Maybe Green Eggs and Ham, I think, was the first book, and I just remember loving it, loving the pictures, loving the rhymes, and the way my parents or grandparents would read it to me. It was just something that I was like, ooh, this is really cool.
And I'm with Rick. My first memory of reading is definitely Dr. Seuss. I remember the set where you would get all the books, in one. And then for me, as when I got older, Goosebumps was my absolute favorite. That's when I really was in the library, really into it. Was for Goosebumps.
And Babysitter's Club, I loved Babysitter's Club. And then, did you ever read the Shel Silverstein? Those, I love that.
The Giving Tree.
So good, so
and
good.
I also want to just put in a little plug for. I just had it in my head and I lost it. There's a book. Oh,
it's okay. It'll come back.
It'll come back to me. But just so many books. I mean, that's the thing is that there are so many titles, and every age as you get older, there are more and more books that you can read and be interested in. And why can't I remember the name of the book I
You
was
will
reading?
as soon as we're off the camera.
We're streaming 24/7 whenever you want to come back.
Where the Wild Things Are.
Oh, yes.
Thank you guys so much. So Rick, Jen, and Rodney, they're going to be joining this red carpet lineup as we welcome these students in. And we're going to bring the camera this way just because we want to be careful with showing some of these faces. And for those of you who have been with us on this stream and watching this, these are the fourth graders who are going to be getting a chance to ask questions of our anchors and meteorologists. And again, high fives all around. They're getting stickers, they're getting highlighters, and they're getting a chance to sit down and open these bags and see which unique, grade-appropriate books that they get to read and take home. It's really exciting. I mean, I think we were talking with Blair, and he said not every school library, not every household has a plethora of books to choose from. Some of these students, maybe they do want to read, but they don't have the same access to books that some other students might have. So it's a really special time to connect young readers with a chance to explore characters and worlds and let their imagination run wild, while also building up their skills of reading. And I want to emphasize that this is the fourth grade class. Experts say that if you are not reading proficiently by the third grade, it is going to be significantly harder to catch up. So whether you have a young person who is not reading independently yet, or you have someone who is maybe on that third grade cusp, get their reading journey started, read together, sit down every night or on the holidays when they're on break, and pick up a book that you and your young one can enjoy. And make sure that reading is a collaborative, fun, and exciting time, because you never know how much of a lifelong impact that is going to make. All right, I'm going to have the camera. We're going to walk back towards the back of the library just as we're getting situated and getting ready to bring you along for this Q&A with our Atlanta News First anchors and meteorologists. And these students, again, we can kind of see them off camera starting to open their books and seeing what they got. And it really does feel like Christmas in here with the gift giving and the bags that they're going to get to take home. This is the fourth grade class of Brookview Elementary School, our 31st school that we are participating with, I believe 32nd actually, for this Books to Kids initiative. This is something we've been proudly doing since 2016. So about to hit 10 years this time next year with Books to Kids campaigns and the schools that we've gotten the chance to visit. That means that we've given out over 102,000 books to students, specifically here in our community. 102,000 books. I do believe we are going to get underway with our question and answers and our meet and greets with our Atlanta News First team. So take a listen.
One more? I'm not going to sit. We're all going to stand. Stand. Right now, stand. Right? Good morning. Good morning. Now, you guys are fourth grade? Yes. Oh, my goodness.
I thought y'all were in college. I'm not.
They are tall, right? Welcome to Atlanta News First Books to Kids. We are so happy to be here, of course, along with the team from Atlanta News First. This blue guy, he's part of the team too. He's like a newly adopted. This is Pounce from Georgia State University. We love having this partnership with Georgia State. So we are all on Atlanta News First, right? How do we do it? Pause up, pandas. Pause up, right? Because you can hear us. Pause up. Pause up, Pounce. Pause up. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Because we are here to give you books, so each of you has a bag of 5 books. We've done this all across the metro area for 8 years in a row. 31 schools. You guys are the 31st school we've been to. 31 schools. That's a lot of schools, right? That is a lot of books. That's more than 100,000 books, because we give every student 5 books in a bag, so you can take them home, because what is next week? Oh, y'all aren't saying that with any conviction. You're on vacation next week, right? Very exciting. So what are you going to do with those books? Read. Absolutely. Read, because that's what's most important, and that's why we're here, to help you grow the love of reading, because that's what we all do in our job every single day is we read. That's how we learn. That's how we do better at our jobs, is by reading. All right? And we want you to have that love as well. So what we're going to do is, when you have a question, because of course what we do, not everybody gets the privilege of doing what we do. We're on TV every day. When you have a question, we want you to raise your hand, stand up, tell us your name, and then tell us your question. Because you guys are 4th graders, and I know you have some pretty amazing questions. We have a wealth of knowledge up here. We have anchors, we have meteorologists, we have everybody who's been in the business for a very, very long time. We've covered some pretty amazing stories, right?
Yes.
I think collectively we can tell you lots and lots of good stories. So who has a question? Yes, sir, you're the very first one. What's your name?
My name is Kristen, and I want to know how long y'all been in this group.
It is a great question. In the station or in the business? In the business. That's a great question. I can say 33 years. Longer. I know, I look good for my Pause up. Pause up. Anyone else? Now, don't make me the oldest one.
Are you all ready? I never tell anybody. 40 years!
All right, I'll shout out a number. 6, 7.
You have not been doing this.
31 years. 31 years.
That was a great question. That was a great question. All right. Who has another question? Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. What about...
Back here. You gotta stand up and throw your name.
Going to schools? That's a great
Why
question.
did we start donating to schools?
That's a great question. Oh, do you want me to answer that?
Okay, so we started coming into the schools because reading is fundamental to everything that we do in our business. So you may read about a subject that you like. Some of our meteorologists might read a lot of science books. They might read a lot of weather books. Maybe us as journalists, we like to read history books or really anything. And then that can spark your interest. Maybe you like to read about pets or about cars or about nature, sports. We have sports journalists too, so really it starts at reading. And you may not know this, but our jobs involve reading and writing every single day. So you may get those books and you may say, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know if I like reading or what, but think about how it's going to set you up for the future, because you never know what job you may have one day. It's going to be a long time from now. But when you eventually have maybe a job like us, and so maybe in one of those books it can inspire what you like to do. So that's why we like to get out into the schools and share that with everybody. Yeah.
Great question.
Good question.
Back here.
Yes, please.
Stand up and throw your name. Anaya, and your question is what? Did we donate to a school named Holland? Hollis. Did we donate to a school named Hollis? Anaya wants to know.
I don't think so. I'm not sure.
Maybe that'll be the 32nd one.
It will be.
Thank you for your question, Anaya. Nice to meet you.
Awesome question. So don't forget, we have meteorologists here.
Do we have a weather question?
Yes, and they do math. They do crazy math science.
And Isaac's a storm chaser.
Yeah.
I think we saw a question over here.
In the blue shirt? Pause up so we can hear her.
My name is Helena. My question is, what is a
What is a storm chaser? Thank you for your question. So, a storm chaser is someone who tries to find a tornado in the safest way possible. Tornadoes are very dangerous things. They can impact lives and property. But if a storm chaser can report a tornado that may be coming into a city that the Doppler radar can't quite detect, then that would be very helpful in the warning process, and it can help save lives. There are bad ways to storm chase, and there are safe and good ways to storm chase, and I bias aside, I'm one of the good storm chasers, and I want to do good to the community to give y'all the most heads up for any possible tornadoes that may be coming.
How many tornadoes have you seen?
I've seen 5 tornadoes in Michigan, Colorado, and Oklahoma, are the 3 states that I've seen.
What's the closest you've ever been to a tornado?
2 miles. Been about 2 miles away.
And did it sound like a train?
It did.
Were you scared?
I was excited. But not scared.
Good question.
I think this guy was next step to us.
My name is Kylie, and my question is. My name is Kylie, and my question is. What type of tornadoes have you chased?
What types of tornadoes have I chased? So I've seen skinny tornadoes and I've seen large tornadoes.
No, like F1, like.
Oh, so the.
Can we bring it back to the station with us? We need somebody to.
So I've seen 2 EF2s, 2 EF3s, and 1 EF4.
How did you know that? How did you know that? Your science teacher used to teach you a lot at your old school. I love it. Good job. Who else?
She has a, yes.
Careful. And when you said that you went to 31 schools, have you been, is it just in America or have you been all around?
Just in Georgia, just in metro Atlanta area, like Gwinnett, Clayton, Cobb, Bolton, DeKalb.
Good question. I think Rain is next, I believe. Want to send us a question next?
Quiet, listen.
She is asking how many tornadoes have we seen, and I think we said
5.
All right, right back.
Dr. Snipes, and my question is, either visiting schools or in your career, what has been your best memory?
I will say when I saw the meteorologist come to my school when I was in elementary school, I thought that was the coolest thing in the world. I was probably 7 or 8.
I think it's a really tough question for us all to answer. I think that's where we're all kind of stand for like, what is that? Because, every day we're meeting different people. Some days we're meeting someone who's won the lottery. And then some days we're meeting someone who's having an awful day. And then you have everything kind of in between. I think some of us have experienced a lot of different things. Like in my career, I've worked in D.C., and so I did some stuff at the White House and some on Capitol Hill. Before that, I was doing some stuff in the military, flying all over the world. And some of that is really fascinating to see all that stuff. But I think the stuff that really, like for myself, is when you see something, a story that we do, and it leads to some kind of change for someone's life to be better, is when I think it's pretty awesome. And those are the best things. We see a lot of bad stuff, we see a lot of great stuff, but when we see someone's life change because of something we were able to do, or just bring awareness to, or ask a question, I think that's pretty awesome. Oh, thanks, Tom.
I'll just speak for
myself, I used to work in sports before going into telling more different types of stories. And when I covered sports, covering and seeing people win in championships and teams celebrate together and players compete together and watching that camaraderie was always fun for me. Like seeing coaches teach kids how to play and play the right way with the right attitude. That was always really rewarding for me when I was covering sports. I just didn't like working weekends. So. I said, no more weekends.
Yes. Is anybody here an engineer? Ooh.
No.
I wish. Oh, look at that. That's your night job, right?
We do math and science. We're not engineering. Our meteorologists do math and science.
But we work with engineers, though. We have people who work with us. They work behind the camera, and they're in charge of making sure all the equipment works and is running properly. And they're engineers.
Yeah, for the 12 of us you see in front of you, there's another 80 behind the scenes who are doing a lot of great work for our computers, and some of our producers, some of our assignment desks, some of our engineers. There's a whole bunch of more people at our station. We might just be the faces, but there's a whole lot more people that we give credit to behind the scenes.
Just to follow up with the math and science, can you tell them how meteorologists use math and science and why it's important?
Yeah, sure. So we do a lot of writing and reading, but math and science is really the base of what we do meteorology, because when we get to work every day, we have to put together a forecast. So, for example, today, what is the high temperature going to be? What's the low temperature going to be? How many clouds are we going to see? What's the humidity? How is it going to feel? Are we going to see storms? Are the storms going to be severe? Are we going to see tornadoes or just showers? So we come into work and we look at different computer models, and we have to understand the atmosphere and why storms happen, or why it's going to get cold, or why we're going to see record heat this week. So we really have to understand that so that we can forecast. And what you see on TV, that's just the end of our entire day. After we've put together a forecast and we've looked at everything in the atmosphere and what's heading our way and what to expect for Thanksgiving and travel next week and even Black Friday, is by using math and science.
This gentleman, have you asked the question already? Have we ever been to
Tri-Cities? I don't think so. No.
Okay, we have one over here.
Oh.
Come on. She's been trying to get the courage to do it. Let's do it. All right. What's your name?
Come on, Cassidy.
Come on, Cassidy. Come on.
You got it, girl.
Where are we
Where are we
from?
That's a great question.
So we're all from different places. We all have probably worked in a lot of different places. So I'm originally from Jacksonville, Florida, but I've lived in Chicago, I've lived in Florida, and then now I'm here in Atlanta.
And I was born in India. So my family came over to America when I was 7 years old on a plane. And so I came here and started school. I grew up in Nashville, Tennessee. So that's is it going to snow?
Oh, that's a good question.
Maybe. So snow is one of those things that's one of the most exciting parts of our job, because we don't get snow often here in Atlanta, but when we do, the city shuts down. We are just not good at driving in snow. We're not equipped to handle a lot of snow, so that's why we have a lot of pressure, because we want to be accurate and tell you a week ahead of time that it might snow. So, yeah.
So we have time for one more question. This young lady's been very patient. Yes, ma'am. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. You know what? You have beautiful hair. Yes, sir.
My name is Rebecca, and I live in West Atlanta. Have you guys ever seen a tornado in Nashville?
On a radar.
In Nashville.
In Nashville? So a tornado actually came very close to my parents' house in Nashville. I didn't see it, but I went after it had hit. And it was pretty bad.
So they actually had to tear down a elementary school that a lot of my friends went to because it destroyed the school. So they tore it down.
You guys have been great. That's all the time we have right now because we want to get the other class in. Give yourself a hand.
And we are live here at Brookview Elementary School, where we just talked to the fourth graders as they received their 5 books that they're going to take home. This is part of our Books to Kids initiative, where we are bringing books to Metro Atlanta classrooms. We're going to keep it right here on Atlanta News First Plus as we continue to do this throughout the community. But for now, we want to toss things over to our Georgia Sports High School Daily Show.
Thank you for watching ANF Plus. For more breaking news, live coverage, and your community stories, download the Atlanta News First app. You can also watch us on YouTube, Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV. To join the conversation on YouTube Live, visit our channel and hit subscribe. You can also listen to the Atlanta News First podcast by searching Atlanta News First on your preferred listening platform.